Hey everyone, Bigfoot here. We are in beautiful Two Harbors, Minnesota, just off of Lake Superior on the North Shore in Minnesota. And as you know, I did not have an opportunity to connect with one of our vendors to do a gear booth walkthrough at Trail Days last week. And instead of just not doing it, I am bringing you something even better. I am actually going to their facility to do the vendor walkthrough. And I'm really excited about it because I have never been here before, and we'll get an opportunity to actually see a little bit of what this vendor has to offer. And this vendor is Granite Gear. All right, so we are walking into their place right now. This is their showroom here. But instead of me talking about their showroom, I'm going to introduce you to one of the employees here, and her name is Julie.
Hello, I'm Julie Hucredi. I'm the customer service manager here at Granite Gear. Welcome. This is our showroom. And for those of you that are interested, we are located in Two Harbors, Minnesota, which is just up the shore, Highway 61 from Duluth. And we are open to the public Monday through Friday from 9 o'clock until 4:30. And we have a mix on our showroom floor of brand new product and product that's been either maybe repaired or lightly used or samples. So we do have, again, everything from brand new to maybe slightly discounted or slightly marked down for those that are interested in maybe a better deal.
Awesome, great. Well, my channel at Follow Bigfoot is all about through hiking the Appalachian Trail. I through hiked the Appalachian Trail last year, as many of you guys know, and a lot of the folks here come to my channel to learn not just how to through hike, but making decisions on their gear for their through hike. Now, I have all kinds of different people from all walks of life. There are people that want to go super ultralight and sport some like crazy 5 to 6 pound base weights. I have folks that want to be around 10, so ultralight, some that are light, and some that just want an affordable option. So having said that, with us being in your great showroom here, what are some options that you recommend for folks that are thinking about through hiking the Appalachian Trail with kind of all the different options for the folks that, you know, want to sport the different base weights?
Awesome. Well, we have several different options. We have everything from the very basic without a frame sheet. We have the Verga 2, the Verga 26s, which are just basically a large stuff sack. Again, no frame sheet, but it does have a little bit of a hip belt and shoulder straps. Very, very lightweight. And then the Verga 26, you know, pretty much we have a couple different colors in that.
Awesome.
And
this would be for someone that is going to have a base weight probably in that 5 to 6 pound range.
Very
with
light,
it being
very light.
frameless.
Yep.
Okay, great. Well, yeah, I would love, let's take one of those and we're going to review one of those.
And then we can move up to, we have the Blaze. And you'll get into the more technical aspects of our packs after that, but the Blaze is another common, more ultralight pack, 30 to 35, about 35 pounds, 40 pounds. This does have a frame sheet, and a lot of our packs have a belt that can be exchanged out for, you know, how common it is for people to lose weight as they hike after 30 days in or more.
Perfect.
And then
we'll do one of those too. Great.
Yep, we go to, from there we go to our crown, which a lot of people know about our crown. It is our biggest seller for our packs, and that has just a padded frame sheet to it. The shoulder straps are affixed to that, but again, the belt is an exchangeable belt.
Awesome. And for those of you that may or may not know, the crown was actually one of the packs that I recommended in one of my gear challenges that I did. So great. Would love to review one of those as well. Cool.
And we also, which I believe Scott's going to show you, our Crown 2 when you get into talking about our packs. This year we did come out with a new version of our popular Crown, and that's the Crown 2. It has been a great seller. It has really come out of the gate very heavy, very fast, and very popular. So a lot of excitement generated behind that. So again, Scott will get into the Crown 2 with you.
Awesome. And when did the Crown 2 hit the
In
stores?
March.
In March.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah.
2 months ago. Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
And then we also have another pack family that a little beefier pack. It does have a molded frame sheet to it, but it has our refit system. I'm going to grab one that's got the belt already.
Great.
Has the refit system that was introduced by Granite Gear last fall at OR, and it's a Velcro system that allows for making adjustments to the shoulder straps and the belt right on the trail versus having to do a belt exchange.
Wow.
Or swapping out the belt.
That is amazing because, yeah, you know, we lose a lot of weight out there. I lost 45 pounds myself on the trail last year. So,
yeah.
Great.
So it's been popular, but the Lutzen series, we have a 35 liter and we have a 45 liter and up to a 55 liter.
Perfect.
On that. So
Great.
these are kind of an in-between, not necessarily ultralight. Again, they're a little bit beefier pack, but they're also a very comfortable pack.
Perfect. Great. Well, Julie, thank you so much. And guys, let's get into seeing a little bit more about some of these packs. All right, so this is their production area at Granite Gear. And they're actually in the middle of doing some cutting right now. That's pretty cool, man. Look at that.
Welcome. Here we are at Granite Gear, right here. This is our production area. So
Awesome.
We have some CAD cutting systems that are going to town here, cutting some foam and such. And well, I guess it's done.
I captured a little bit in the beginning. That's really cool, though.
But
So you use this machine for specifically cutting
all of our materials, basically.
all the materials.
Yep. So it's all perfect cuts. Real nice. We can, our marks are drawn on,
Sweet.
punch holes. It's all good to go.
Cool. You know what?
So
I'm a bad host, and I didn't even introduce you. So maybe you want to introduce yourself real
I'm
quick?
Scott here from Granite Gear.
Hey, Scott. So what's your title here at Granite Gear?
I am the production manager.
Production manager. Awesome. So this is your
This
area.
Is home here, yes.
Cool. This is home.
Totally.
So how often do you get over to the showroom side and the customer service? They let you out?
They
back
don't
in the
let me
area?
over there very often.
Okay. Awesome. So yeah, let's if you want to kind of show us around your home here.
So we got some cutting going on here, storage of parts, getting ready to sew. And we have
Fabric
our,
there. Awesome.
We have our sewing floor here, the main production area. So we've got some bunch of different types of machines going, bar tacking and walking foot flat machines. These are kind of some finishing machines. It's a post machine. It's elevated off the deck, so it's a lot easier for sewing circles or bigger items and such. Yeah, a bunch of different kinds. We got an embroidery machine hiding in the corner, so we're able to embroider.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, I see it.
Things.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is production machine.
So all the magic happens, huh?
Our sampling and a lot of different things go on here.
Cool. How long have you worked for Granite Gear now, for Scott?
I've been here since '91.
91. Wow.
That's quite a while.
Cool. That's great. And how long have you been the production manager here?
A long time.
A long time. Awesome. So do you touch almost every single piece of gear that is made?
Yeah.
That is amazing. Cool. And so guys, what we're going to do next is now we've had an opportunity to kind of see a little bit behind the scenes here at Granite Gear, which I'm in love right now. Like, this is so cool. Scott's going to show us a little bit deeper on those packs that were recommended in the showroom.
All right. So here we have a couple of our packs laid out here, and we'll start with our famed favorite of the Crown pack. This has been a pack that a lot of long distance hikers have used through the last couple of years. It's 2 pounds 2 ounces. Pretty decent little pack. One of the cool features that we've done here is a roll top. So it helps keep the elements out. Got a huge opening on here. And this extra length here is really nice if you need to, if you've resupplied and you need to pack some stuff out. But what really helps is with that extra length, you get a good roll and seal, so your stuff is going to stay a little bit drier. It's not a completely submergible dry top, but it's just a roll top. Hydration port coming out here, so you can run your hydration bladder if you're using that out of your back, and you can have it over coming off the right side or the left side. Our molded foam back here, so there's a little bit of channels in here for airflow and to help keep your back a little cooler.
Great.
The shoulder straps are sewn in, and we do 3 torso sizes in this crown. We do a short torso, a regular torso, and a long torso. So
Is this the regular one right here?
and this is the regular torso, identified by the regular here.
Okay.
All
Yep.
of them will be sewn in somewhere in that position, saying what they are.
And obviously the regular version you talked about with the base weight or the weight, that's for regular. So if
Yep.
a shorter torso, it's going to be a little less than that. Larger one's going to be a little bit more.
Totally, yes. And our belt, we do a small belt, medium belt, large belt, and extra large belt if needed. And we do those also. We do that 4 sizes in men's and 4 sizes in the women's. And the women's belt has a little bit more of a swoop on it, so it fits the contour of the hips a little better than the men's belt's kind of flat.
Yeah. Cool.
So this is pretty easy removable here. It just slides behind the back panel here and swap them out and get you right size your belt.
Great.
We've added this great mesh pocket here in the front. So a lot of people put their wet things in there when they're hiking to help dry it, or
Yep.
or
Toilet paper, I know for me,
There
something
you
fast
go.
and easy
Yep.
way to access it.
side pockets as well, big stretchy pockets.
Great.
And we went with these cords. These are pretty light. These little line lock deals. It's the cord. It's replaceable. It's like a 3mm cord. Easy to replace, so you can put colored things in there if you like, or whatever. The fun different colors of cord. On the back panel, so the frame of this pack, I'll just grab one of these over here that I actually have, is a HDP polyethylene sheet that just slides on inside, and this is basically the support of your pack. And we do have some air bladders, a climate air bladder that you can pump up and put in there. A lot of people like that. Some people
Interesting.
don't really care for it, and others swear by it. So it's all personal preference of what it will.
Great. What is the recommended load for the crown here?
Well, people are carrying, resupply and stuff in that 30-pound range, but ideally, super comfortable, you're going to be in that just under 25 would be ideal.
Ideal. Great. And
But
what?
it will carry a little higher weight.
Okay. What are we looking at from a price standpoint of this?
So the crown here is $199.
$199. Great. And what's the fabric that you make your crown out of?
So this is pretty cool. This is a high tenacity Cordura fiber. It's a 210, and we've used this, like the blue coloring on this pack is all that high tenacity 210, where there's high stress wear areas, pulling on the compression arches and stuff. The heavy load where your lower shoulder straps are coming out of and stuff. This big wear, the bottom, that's all that high tenacity 210, which is super strong fabric, so it's not going to really pull out your back, your shoulders, straps, and stuff.
Great. Is these products most of them made with the same fabric, or is everything a little bit different?
We've changed some fabrics, but most of it is the 210.
Okay.
And this is a 100D sil nylon hybrid fabric that has a sil coating on the outside and a polyurethane coating on the inside, which
Neat.
really helps give it some structure and strength.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So I know me pulling my through hiking questions out. Do I need to have a pack liner and a pack cover for your products here?
Well, the pack cover actually definitely helps, shed the rain if it's downpouring like it does in on the AT,
Yeah.
that's gonna definitely
Attest to
help
that.
keep stuff from getting soaked.
Okay.
Pack liners, some people really carry them. Some people, I mean, the pack liner, we don't really have a specific pack liner, but a lot of people will pack in our compression sacks or our dry bags or such.
Yeah.
So that's one of our.
So
other
if
products.
they put everything in separate dry sacks, there's no need for a liner.
Yeah, totally.
All right,
Yep.
which is what I did. Great. All right, so that's the Crown.
So that's the Crown, and this has been around for a number of years now already, and we did some updates to the Crown. So we came out with the Crown 2. So our design crew went through and talked about the changes and what people really liked about the Crown, but wished it had other things. So one of the major things that the Crown 2 has, it comes with a removable lid. So
Great,
before
so you
you
can
had
take the
to
brain off.
yeah, you had to get the line lock lid. So now you've got this lid that a lot of people like the lids for, going into town or, just that little extra, keep all your stuff, you can bring it into your tent or whatever it is. But it is removable, so if you don't like the lids, you can totally remove it. Don't lose it though. And then, so that comes on there. And then also the side pockets, people carrying water bottles and such in there. We changed the fabric from the mesh to a stretch woven material, which has it's a little tougher, more durability, scraping against trees or rocks and stuff. It's not going to shred as easily as some of the mesh does. But we did keep the mesh on the front to help for drying things and whatever. And you can kind of see at the bottom, off to the side, the mesh doesn't go right to the bottom of the pack. We have this little buffer zone here of the fabric, so you're not a little less wear at the bottom of the pack when you're setting it down.
Oh yeah, that will happen many times.
Yeah, and
Good.
one of the cool features that they did that was updated here on the Crown 2 pack is the refit belt system.
Tell us more about that refit. That sounds really interesting.
I'll give you a little rundown. We got pockets on the side. Everybody loves the pockets. Put your stuff in there that you need, accessible real quick and easy. So I'm going to grab a different belt here.
Okay.
So the refit is this system where it's easily adjustable. So you got Velcro, hook and loop on one side, and you can adjust it to your waist size. Like you're 40 when you first start hiking the AT or so. It's all. And by the time you get up to Damascus, you're down there in the 30. So it totally adjusts right in there. So you totally adjust in your belt as you're losing weight.
That is an amazing feature. So guys out there, you guys are going to drop a ton of weight. I dropped 45 pounds myself in the trail last year. Ladies, sorry, but you don't lose as much weight as the guys typically do, but that is just a great feature. And I get complaints from hikers all the time about losing so much weight and getting belts. Now, if I had the Crown 1, can I purchase a refit belt and replace that on my Crown 1?
We are working on some stock of the belts, but at this time we don't have that option available.
Okay. In the future, though, you see that as an option?
Yep. I believe
Fantastic.
So. Yeah.
Great. And let's go through the weight and the price of your Crown 2.
So the weight of the Crown 2, we did a lot of different changes and different materials we're using and such. So the weight is the same base weight as the Crown. So it starts out at that 2 pounds, 2 ounces. And you need to lighten it up. You can take your lid off. And you can, if you really want to do it, you can remove the frame sheet, which is this little piece right here. We did some die cutting holes and stuff to help lighten up the plastic, and also did this these little raised pieces here for rigidity and stability. So it gives it just a little bit more it's not as flimsy and as a flat piece of plastic. So you could remove that if you wanted, and you'd get down to under 2 pounds probably.
Honestly, I love the refit belt. I think that is so cool, and the options of being able to strip it down. So that's great. So tell me about the future. So the Crown 1, there's a lot of great features on this. Weighs the same, it costs the same. What does the future look like from the Crown 1 and the Crown 2?
Well, the Crown 2 is it's been around for, or the Crown 1 has been around for the regular Crown, has been around for, I want to say like 4 years, and you know it's kind of outdated and such, so it's still a bomber pack, you know, an old school, so to speak, on the AT and that, but the Crown 2 is kind of more the way it's happening.
Cool.
You know, this is just this has a lot more features to it, and you know, we addressed a lot of different questions and comments that people had about belt pockets and the lid and all those kinds of great comfort features.
Cool. So eventually, do you see that the Crown 2 is just going to overtake the Crown series, and you guys will just eventually fade out the Crown 1 because of all the great features and the same price and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than
makes sense.
You know, product cycle.
Right.
Pretty much.
Great.
So that's a great little pack here. I like the Crowns.
Now,
Crown series.
That hit the market in March. Now I understand that you guys mentioned big demand right now for the Crown 2.
Yes, we
and
are.
Talk about a little about that if they're thinking about getting the Crown 2.
We are. Some of the major stores are carrying this. Yeah, like REI has some in stock, I believe, or will shortly have some in stock, and some of the major stores will have them. We have everything we have has been allocated, and it's being shipped out to different stores, I guess.
Okay, well that's a good problem to have that you're pushing and moving that much, so
yeah.
that you have a great demand for that, and I can see why. Great,
it's great,
awesome, great. So what other options we have over here? I know we picked a few more out on the showroom floor.
So the other pack here, this is a trail tested favorite as well. This is the Blaze pack, and it kind of has, I don't know, some of you guys have done some research and stuff and heard about our like the Vapor Trail pack that we did in 2003. This kind of models after that somewhat, but in the shape with the arches and the little pocket and stuff. Is what this does. The Blaze actually has a different frame into it. It is a polycarbonate frame. So this comes in 2 different sizes. In a short, like we have here, and a regular. And you can adjust the torso length by moving the shoulder straps up and down here. The short goes from like 14 to the 18, and then the regular goes 18 on up to 22-ish. And it's just a quick, easy little, kind of like a buttonhole deal. Easy to adjust to find the right length. And it slides into the back panel here. It takes a little bit to mess around with it, but it gives it a great, solid contour structure that just is comfortable for carrying, you know, in that 30-pound range, a little bit higher if needed.
Okay, so you recommend 30 or below, but
Yeah.
if you need to go just a little bit higher,
it's going to be a lot more comfortable with your heavier load.
Okay, now the Blaze, you can't put the retro fit or the refit on there because it's sewn in, right?
Well,
Looks like the belt.
This belt is also removable.
Oh, it is removable.
So you
okay.
can remove. That's one of the things we did with all of our packs is pretty much
you can remove.
Removable.
Great. So once the refit belt is available, for the most part, any Granite Gear pack you have, you'd be able to get this refit belt and then throw it in there.
Do that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep. What we did with since it's a little higher load capacity, we do have a thicker foam that we've added into the belt here. So that just really helps with comfort and load carriage and stuff. But other than that, this has our classic draw cord top with the extra height. So you can actually, you have a little more volume for resupply and stuff, or you know, you can roll it up and the compression on the top to help keep it weather sealed. This will also fit with the line lock lid that we have. We have an extra lid, like the same one that would fit on the crown, that you can put on here. Some people have purchased that and like that. Again, our 210 fabric, where the heavy wear points are. That
Great. So
60 liter.
What? Oh, 60 liter.
Yep.
What's the crown?
Crown is a 60 liter.
Okay, so 60 liter, 60 liter. We already talked about recommended load. What's the weight? I don't know if I missed that.
On this one, this is 2 pounds 14 ounces on the blaze.
Okay.
A little extra weight with the frame and the thicker foam.
And price?
And the price is I want to say like in that $239.
$239 range. Okay.
$239.99.
Great. Perfect.
Great comfy pack.
All right, so those are probably you'd say the big three, or if you call crown the same, the big two that most hikers are going to be appealed to through hiking the Appalachian Trail.
Yes, definitely.
Cool. Well, I know we picked out a couple for maybe one that's more of a budget, I know a little bit heavier, and then we also have more of a minimalist. So maybe we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about the more of a budget-friendly pack here. This is the Lutzen series, and this was actually one of the first packs that came out with the refit belt. So.
Oh, okay. So that has a refit already on that.
Yep.
Great.
This has been out about 2 years now, I think. And well, this pack weighs a little bit more. It's 3 pounds, depending on the volume. We do this in a 35, a 45, and a 55. This one here is a 45, and that weighs like right in that 3 pounds, a little over 3.
Okay.
So, and what we did with the Lutzen, so it would be able to fit a lot of different people. This is all brand new pack. It's all cinched up here. So the torso is adjustable. There's a Velcro panel back in here that you can separate, and kind of like the refit belt, you have. Oh, here, let's undo this. You can see for different torso settings. Pretty easy to adjust it.
Oh yeah.
You know, it just slides in. I'll show you how it kind of looks here.
You probably can do this kind of stuff in your sleep now, huh?
Almost. So we got our foam pad that sits on there, all behind the colored mesh, and then our shoulder straps will come right through here and Velcro.
Oh,
on
okay.
The back part, so they're actually coming through the frame, and this frame is a polycarbonate frame that really gives a lot of good support. And
Fantastic.
The foam pad on top of it, little breathing holes, and it kind of helps with air movement coming through there.
Neat. I love hearing Scott just about some of these features and actually seeing some of the skeleton of the pack. And I don't know, I'm kind of a gear nut, so that's cool.
Right on. So yeah,
great.
It's pretty easy to adjust it, and that's a great feature for it. And the lid and the big pockets, and this one also has a roll top too.
Roll
A lot of
top.
people like the little roll top feature. Just they feel a lot more secure about their gear and keeping stuff a little drier or something.
Yeah. So
That's the budget pack.
Budget pack. What's the budget on that? The cost?
$199, $189, and $179. I think are
Okay.
the numbers. I'm not really sure.
Great.
Kind of
Cool.
keep that one to the side.
All right. So let's talk about this minimalist pack.
So this one is really cool. This one we call the Virga 2. Back in 2003, we came out with the Virga, which was a 1 pound pack, 1 pound 3 ounces, and just blew a lot of people away. We're like, wow, that's pretty cool. That was with our whole series, the Virga, the Vapor Trail, and the Ozone. So this is a 60 liter pack here, the Virga, and we're at 1 pound 3 ounces. So you minimalist people, this is kind of pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it there's no frame in the back, so our belt is fixed, and the shoulder straps are fixed. And we do this in the 3 different torso sizes: short, regular, and long. A lot of people, I guess, will put their sleep pad, along the back for a little bit more support.
Yep.
But it has our mesh pocket up front, our arch system that we have been doing for a while, and the stretch woven side pockets.
Cool.
Great pack for, oh gosh, what's the price on this one? It's like $139.
$139.
Yeah.
And what's the recommended capacity or load that you can carry with this thing?
You know, under that 20, that
Under 20.
15, 10 would be ideal.
10 would be ideal.
And in that, yeah.
So for someone that's going to be through hiking, I mean, chances are they're probably not going to have this pack, but if they are, they're going to have a base weight of like 5
pounds.
5 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, to make it work.
Yeah, maybe by the time they get to Katahdin, they might be looking at something like this.
Awesome. Well, great, Scott. I love being able to walk through your production area here, or you called it home, and going through these packs and take a deeper dive than I really have before on this channel. I really appreciate that.
Sure.
Last question. Can you just talk about how you guys stand behind your products with your service?
Sure. We have a great customer service, and you saw that when you first walked in here with a couple people up there in the front. Linda, who has been here for a number of years, is just she takes care of all the thru hikers that are calling up and with belt switch outs and any kind of situation that she can handle, and she does a great job with it.
Great. So when we call customer service, that's the phone. I think she was on the phone when we were in the showroom. That's where it goes to. It goes right to a real live person.
Yep.
Great. I love that.
She's heard almost all the stories.
Oh, I'm sure.
So she knows when somebody's trying to BS her.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, she's great.
Great. So I'm a thru hiker and I have a problem with my pack on the trail that doesn't allow me to continue. Do you guys have like a loaner program where you can send the pack?
Yep. Depending on what happens and stuff, and what your situation is, and what we have available, we'll send you to keep you moving along the trail. If you have to send your pack in or something like that, we try to get you something to keep you moving along, and then once you get up to your next mail drop or whatever, switch it around. And
great.
It's a service for you guys. It's a good thing.
Awesome. And if I bought a pack, how long do you guys kind of stand behind the product that you buy? It is like for a thru hike, for a year, for lifetime? Like, what's your guys' policy?
The grassroots guarantee. So I'll just read this.
Okay.
So we don't rely on fancy ads or glossy catalogs to build our reputation. We rely on satisfied customers to spread the word. So we invest in R&D and better fabrics and construction, and we stand behind what we do. If you're not satisfied with one of our products for any reason, even after years of use, return it to us. If there's a problem with the materials or craftsmanship, we'll repair or replace it. If it's normal wear, we'll repair it for a reasonable charge. Spread the word. That's kind of our grassroots.
Awesome.
Deal.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Scott, and to all of your team here for allowing us to come in here and take a deeper look of your facility here, how you guys, how the magic happens behind the scenes, the production area, the show floor, and everything in between, and really taking time to spend talking more about your pack. So this guy right here is the guy that, you guys, that makes your pack. So when you guys go out there and you are blown away with some of these things, especially the Crown 2 that's coming up, it came from this guy right here and his team. All right, guys. So this is us signing off here at Granite Gear in Two Harbors, Minnesota. Thanks so much.